In this lecture, we're going to continue talking about writing a book with Microsoft Word. This is the fourth lecture, and in this one, we're going to format our manuscript. So we've set up Word to launch, we've optimized our screen real estate, and let's jump over to Word and we'll look at the last thing we did, which was setting up either fiction or nonfiction paragraph and header styles. Let's jump over to Word. Here I am in Word and I'm looking at the fiction style. Remember, this is kind of a cool thing to try and do. Do this. See how many times you can go back and forth fast. Go from normal, let's go to normal, modify it to make it nonfiction. So I go to Arial, I go to paragraph, I put 12 points of space afterwards, and I have no indent. When I do that, I'm now formatted for nonfiction. Now, of course, I'd go through and I'd number my chapters again and so on. Now I'm going to go back over to fiction. That would be Times New Roman, 12 point, and on paragraph, no space between, and first line, 0.33 inches. So I like to swap back and forth and just make sure that I've got this down. This ability to control what's going on in Word. Now we're going to control more of what's going on in Word. At the very fundamentals here, we want to define the page size. Now, when it comes to creating a ebook, what you want to do is you also want to create a paperback. Now you want to create the paperback just to bolster your ebook sales. When you create a paperback, the cheapest way to create a paperback or to print it is 6 inches by 9 inches. When you format your document, you're formatting it more for paperback than you are for ebook, which is strange because you're going to make a lot more money from ebooks, and ebooks are really the point. So we're just kind of carrying along paperbacks for the ride, but we're going to do all of our formatting for paperbacks because ebooks, when we use the same Word document formatting, throws away all of the paperback formatting and uses just the ebook formatting. So let's go and define our page size. We do this by going to Layout, and on the ribbon over on the left, on Page Setup, the first thing we're going to go to is Size. And then we're going to come down to More Paper Sizes. And on this Page Setup dialog, we're going to look at 6 by 9. 6 inches wide by 9 inches tall. And when we do that, wow, our formatting becomes very different now, right? We have huge margins and we don't want that. So that's the next thing we're going to look at is margins. And I like to check this out, set 0.5 inch margins all the way around, and then come back to margins, say custom margins. And what I want to do is I want to have mirrored margins because I want to make the inside margin, the inside where the fold is, 0.75 inches so that there's area for the fold. So let's do mirror margins. Now I'm doing the inside and the outside rather than the left and the right. So the inside will be 0.75 and the outside will be 0.5. Now you'll notice on alternate pages, the left or the right margin is 0.65 and the right or the left margin is 0.5. So it's going to alternate left and right based on what is the fold side of the page. Now that's setting up all of our margins. And we're good here. Margins, orientation, yeah, good. Columns. Everything's good as far as page layout. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add headers and footers. You notice this has no headers and footers on it. On the header, let's insert header. And the header that I like is this blank 3 columns. So when we add that, we're going to get 3 columns of header. And what I like is I like On the inside or the fold side, I like to have the author name, and on the outside, I like to have the name of the book. In the middle, I just throw that away. But first, we need to come up here to header and footer options, and I need to define different first page, because I'm not going to have headers and footers on the first page, and I'm going to have different odd and even pages so that I can make that fold decision. The pages are going to be different for odd and even based on which side the fold is on. So here we are with the fold on the left. I'm going to left justify this, and I'm going to say the name of the author is Brian Jackson. Now, what we're going to do is insert an alignment tab, a right alignment tab, and over on the right, we're going to say the name of the book title. I don't know what the title of the book is going to be. And then I'm going to press return so we can get a blank line between the header and the body of the book. Now, this was the odd or even page. If I scroll down, I'm going to see that the next page has nothing on it. Now, let's see. This is the outside. So I want the book title to be on this outside, and then I want to insert a right alignment tab, and I want to put Brian Jackson as the author. Now this is the inside fold, and then I hit return so that there's a blank line. And there we go. Yeah, let's end the header here by going to header footer and saying close header and footer. Now the first page is supposed to be different. I didn't make the first page different. The first page is supposed to have nothing on it, because this is supposed to be the title page, and we haven't added that yet. Okay, I will make the first page blank. Recognize that that is eventually going to be, and here we will edit header, that is eventually going to be the title page. So here's the title page. We don't want anything on it. No headers or footers. Here's the first page, and on the outside we want the book title, on the inside we want Brian Jackson, and then here's the opposite page. And here we want on the outside, or I'm sorry, on the inside fold, Brian Jackson. Here in the center, nothing. Here on the outside, the book title. And then I hit return again. Okay, now we have 3 pages of headers. Page 1 has nothing on it. That's going to be the title page once we put one in. Page 1 has the outside of the book title on the left, and then the next page has the author on the left. And now finally we're done with that. Now what I want to do is I want to insert page numbers at the bottom of the page in the middle. Now, page 1 will not have, let's highlight that, will not have a page number on it. This is going to be our title page. The first page will have a title on it. Let's insert page number, bottom of page, right there. There's our page number. Now look, it puts a blank line after it. I don't want the blank line after it, so watch this blank line disappear. There we go. But I do want a blank line before it, so let's go before the 2 and hit return. So there we go. Page 1, no page number on it. Page 2 has one, and page 3, we probably have to number 2. So let's come down to the page number, and we will insert page number, bottom of page, in the middle. Once again, we get a blank line after it that I don't want. Let's get rid of that, and let's put a blank line before it. Close header. Page 1, no header, footer. Page 2, header, footer. Page 3, header, footer. Align slightly different based on the inside or the outside, which is the left. So that's it for formatting the page. In the next lecture, we're going to add 2 important sections: the table of contents and the section in which you're going to promote your mailing list. And it's very important for you to have a mailing list if you want to be a writer. So I'll see you in that next lecture. We're done for now. And have a Merry Christmas.